Hi everyone, it's Evelyn Holland, your friendly local neighborhood trans woman here in Portland, Oregon. This is a reaction I did about a month and a half ago to the Live in Budokan version of Hollow Years by Dream Theater. It's specifically the lead, and it's played by this kid named Abim Finger. I hope you enjoy.
With me today, I have incredible special guests. I have, with her new setup, camera, microphone, and blurry background like mine, Evelyn Holland. How you doing there, Eve?
Oh, good. It was a little bit of a headache yesterday setting all this up, but you definitely helped me sort of finalize everything and make sure I was good to go. Now I'm like, I can start doing streams on my own.
Gear talk. Yeah. We're working on Zoom and Streamlabs and some drivers and all that great stuff. If any of you guys want some help with that, I can do that in music lessons. Just remotely share my desktop and show you how I run things from behind the scenes here. And also we have today Kyle Walls. How you doing today, Kyle?
Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. I woke up I shouldn't. One more than a couple hours ago, and I got a haircut. Going to Florida a week from tomorrow.
Woohoo.
So trying to get ready, but was up late last night editing a bunch of videos that I do with this one guy. You might know him.
Yeah.
We have special guests too. Eve, you might know her. Yeah. And I'd ask Jen the same thing, but
definitely. And I was
what's her name?
Well, one of them is Jen. And the other one I'm drawing a blank right now.
I can't think of the name of the show. It's just not very catchy.
I know it's like
it's long,
maybe
and
visual.
Hard to remember.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with Seattle Sonics. Maybe I don't.
Oh, we're silly today.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome, both of you, to The Sound. I did a little bit shorter of an introduction than usual. I think we should go ahead and start with a nice short one for the crowd pick here for all of our people. In Indonesia, in the far east, I've had a lot of requests. A lot for Abim Finger. Abim Finger. I think that's how you say it. And I don't know much about him. From looking at his channel, he looks into the metal, like progressive metal, symphonic metal, sort of like IU, Gus Fans that we reacted to, right, Kyle?
Yeah.
And so my eyes lit up. I saw Dream Theater at least 3 or 4 times on the first page, man, of this guy's videos. And this is not his most recent video, but his most recent cover video. This is a song that I love that I actually cover. We're going to watch Abim do the solos for Hollow Years. This is, like I said, one of my favorite Dream Theater tunes. It's a ballad, and it's just a solo cover we're going to watch, the guitar solo.
Yeah, now this can tell you my state of mind right now.
Yeah.
When I looked at that link and I saw cover, I thought that said A flat diminished because I read it too quick. I was like, oh, A flat. And then
we're going to do Abim Finger, this Dream Theater Hollow Years guitar solo cover. Without further ado, Musicians Panel reacts to Abim Finger, Dream Theater Hollow Years cover Abim. Here we go.
It's the crashing down of hollow
That was cool. Eve's camera's doing this color thing.
She's doing a light show for us.
Yeah. Okay. That was pretty epic. Like, he's playing right over the live at Budokan, which is the epic, solo. Let's talk about this. It was really hard to tell what was Abim and what was John Petrucci. And there's a delay on John Petrucci's guitar as part of that solo. It's a long delay. So, he'll and then a little bit you'll hear it later. And so I think Abim was trying to copy that, the echo, and I wasn't sure if that echo was just not aligning all the way, or if we were getting a little bit of a delay here somehow because somebody didn't mute their microphone. I don't know what. It seemed like I think it was on his end. The delay just wasn't exactly perfectly lined up with John Petrucci's, which would be freaking hard. It was hard to tell who's playing was whose. His energy was incredible. His expressions, his enthusiasm. I mean, he knew the solo. Like, you could tell. A couple of times, it felt like he was just a smidgen behind. And I mean, I've said this before about other people, but on this one, he would just kind of like and I mean a smidgen, like the teeniest little bit. I mean, I can only imagine. I've never tried to keep up with John Petrucci, but come on, I can only imagine that'd be a tall task for anyone, especially some young dude like that who really has some potential and talent.
Yeah, I mean those sextuplets, he does a lot. Those like really fast runs, which is kind of his signature. Yeah, I mean that's a little bit like advanced.
Definitely. And so I give a lot of credit to Abim. Just like IU, I really enjoyed that. It was different though, because IU's was more classical, where she was playing with a metal background track. This was just Abim literally just playing over Dream Theater live at Budokan. When I was going through this last night, I took a little sneak peek of the sound because I was thinking about doing a double reaction and playing live at Budokan first. But then I heard that he was playing over it. I heard James Labree's voice right off the bat, and I was like, okay, we don't need to do a double because you can hear Dream Theater. I'm the only one that's talked about Abim so far. I'm running my mouth like crazy today. Why don't you go ahead, Kyle? Tell us what you thought.
Well, I was thinking about the solo, and I really liked the first third of the solo, and I was thinking, okay, I get Petrucci. I mean, I know he's a technician. I mean, that's obvious, but the compositional aspect, I was really enjoying the solo, and then it got to the typical, shredder wankery part, and I was like, all right, I'm bored. That was cool. It has nothing to do with Abim's playing, but I was thinking about that the solo and how it was put together, because it's like, as a guitar player, and I've said this before, you have to do that Zappa thing of hitting the high note and go wheedly wee and make everybody go woo, like you're just doing this most awesome thing that every guitar player that can bend a string can do that.
There she is. Hello, Jennifer.
Hi.
So we just watched Abim Finger covering a Dream Theater guitar solo. That was the crowd pick.
Cool.
And so that's what we're talking about. Eve, what'd you think?
Well, I mean, that's I've actually tried to learn that version of the solo before. It's especially with those fast parts, it's like pretty hard. I mean, I can get like the beginning of it pretty easy. I mean, like, David Gilmour's pretty easy. I mean, I feel like his feeling is pretty easy, at least for me. Maybe, but those really fast runs are where it kind of okay, coming off the rails a little bit, but I like that. I like that version of the solo over the studio version.
Oh
personally.
yeah, that was that they like rewrote for that tour, and it was the solo is just It's way better than the studio version. Totally.
Is that Derek Sherenian on keyboards on at Budokan?
I'm not sure. We could look and see.
Hello?
Yeah, I honestly don't know. I know that Derek Sherenian
Okay.
was on that album for sure. That was his album.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty good, man. I mean, like I said, I would have rather and he did what he did. Right, he didn't do it for me. I would rather just heard him playing so I could really clearly tell, but I mean, I love Dream Theater, so I'm not gonna say
Right.
no to that.
Yeah, two boxes checked right there.
Yeah, for me. And Hollow Years is just such a gorgeous song because it's not this standard song it's got a lot of emotional weight, It talks about, somebody that kind of loses it. You know what I mean? They go off the deep end, And it's yeah. I do a cover of it, and that was the one
there.
song. That was the one song where you guys could look this up on my page. I played a loop for the guitar, and then I played a guitar solo for the acousticy parts, and then later for the guitar solo, the heavy guitar solo, I just play with Iwi and shred on that, and then at the end I do vocal loops and harmonies with myself. It's pretty cool. I was really exploiting the loop pedal on that one. So you can check that out. It's Hollow Years cover on my page.
Cool.
But I mean, yeah, I wasn't in my Iwi solo. I wasn't playing anywhere near as fast as those John Petrucci runs. I mean, he's just lightning fast. So I mean, anybody even attempting to keep up with him and even being in the ballpark has my respect.
Yeah, well, I'm always thinking about students at school and stuff and learning solos note for note. I'm trying to think of the last time I took part of it was the interest, having the interest to actually learn a solo. I guess the last thing was probably playing classical pieces, but you're reading something as opposed to kind of going off tabs or ear or something else like that. So yeah, because I'm not an authentic solo person when I play covers. I mean, I might if it's something very iconic, I'll play that part and then usually make something else that's kind of close, but I just chew it up and regurgitate it a little bit. I play Mama Bird.
That's good though.
Well,
Cool.
I mean, and
yeah.
yeah.
I would I think David Gilmour said it in a magazine a while back. I forget which one, but yeah, he was saying, I just like to have the little bits that people notice if they're missing, and then just kind of go off and do my own thing. But if those little bits that people recognize aren't there, then they get pissed off.
Exactly. Anybody on guitar that's covered AC/DC, like Shook Me All Night Long, the way that solo starts, you got to do that. But then the rest of it, no one cares after that part, it seems, and, try to think of it. It seems like there's a ZZ Top song or two that's like that. You just got to, get that little bit in there, have the spice that triggers the memory, and then you can, go off in your own direction.
All right, everybody. I really, really appreciate everybody being here. And like I said, never claim to be perfect. We just try to have a good time and put on a good show. So make sure you mash that like button. Destroy that like button. Make it bleed. Make it suffer. And hit that subscribe button. But not just for my channel. Also subscribe to Evelyn Holland. Also subscribe to Jennifer's music page. And definitely subscribe to Kyle Walls. We're building a really cool network of musicians panel here. Doing this twice a week, and I really appreciate you. Like I said, I really would like to continue doing this when my benefits run out, and that's happening very soon, guys. So please help me support the channel at patreon.com/Matthews Music Lesson Studio. Even if you just go and look around and see what's there, right? Even if you just chip in $1 and watch everything that's there and then quit. Like, that's fine. Any help, really, I appreciate it. Also, you can tip me with super chats. You can tip me at Venmo/Matthews Music, and coming up really soon, buy me a coffee/Matthews Music. So you can tip 3 different ways there.
Oh.
You don't have to
Hey,
get
the
in a recurring
man.
payment.
Hey, Matthew.
You could always just throw me a little tip. And remember, if you do super chat, you skip the line, and when you join Patreon, then you get extra votes. It's per dollar, you get 10 times votes on Patreon. So if you're tipping me $10 a month on Patreon, you get 100 votes. Yes. Talked about Patreon and Venmo and buy me a coffee, all these things I'm trying to do to see if I can keep this going. One more thing you can do to help me keep this going is go to MatthewsMusicLessonStudio.com, teaching music lessons online where you get to record them. That's right. So go to MatthewsMusicLessonStudio.com and check it out, and you can schedule, and we'll meet on Zoom and hang out just like I'm hanging out with my friends right now. And I teach guitar and saxophone, voice, and ukulele. That's right, MatthewsMusicLessonStudio.com. And I'll see you all next time on the
Matthew.
sound.
Thank you. Bye.